Yo, what's good? Yo, welcome back to AG Live Gaming. And today, your boy is back with another banger. And today, we're back at a bad habit, another banger. And today, it's Spooky Scary Friday. It is. So, you're about to react to, um, this here, what we're gonna react to. The other, I'm gonna make a Twitter so y'all can send me some spooky scary videos for me to react to. But I don't know how to, like, I'm still creating the Twitter. So, when I'm done creating the Twitter, I'm gonna put it under the not comments on the video. It's gonna be under the video when I create the Twitter. I'm gonna post the link of the Twitter under the video, and I'm gonna make a poll on the Twitter so you can send me some spooky scare videos me to react to. So today we is gonna react to two true horror stories animated. Okay, so without further ado, y'all, let's get straight into it. You feel me? It's nighttime. All the lights is off. It's 11:42 like p.m. right now. So your boy is Bato. Let's get straight into it. And before we get straight into it, don't forget to leave a like and turn on the notifications so you can be notified when every time I drop a new video, make a tweet, and call live and anything of that nature. And if you want to support, just subscribe and turn on notifications. If you don't want to be notified, then subscribe and leave a like on this video if you want more Spooky Scary Friday. And let's get straight into it.
I actually had a personal
Hold up.
experience happen.
Hold up. Mm. Video is three minutes something,
To
but
me when I
yeah,
was
let's
9.
go.
I thought
We're gonna. I'm not gonna stretch. We're gonna get into it straight up.
you would be interested in it. So here it is. This happened to me when I went to my home country with my mom for vacation to meet my relatives, and my dad was still working at the time. We were in the city where my oldest cousin's brother, who was 11 at the time, and his parents lived. We all were coming back from another relative's house at around 2:30 or 3 a.m. While we were going
For
back
sure.
to our house in my cousin's car, that's when a guy, probably in his 30s, came running to our car, and my uncle, cousin's dad, stopped the car, and the guy
I'll keep it about if this even happens to you, don't stop the car. I'm just keeping it about. Or stop. I don't know what I would do. I want to continue. I'm not. I don't know what I will do. I don't know.
started knocking on the window. So my uncle rolled down the window and asked, "What's wrong?" To which the guy replied, panting, saying he needed a ride, and my uncle was about
No. If you just need a ride, no.
to say yes when my mom said in our language so that he wouldn't understand that, "There are kids in the car. Don't take the risk." Then my uncle apologized and said it was too late and we were in a hurry as well,
For
but
sure.
he kept begging. So my uncle had to drive past him. And while we were leaving, that's when my cousin and I saw from the back windows 5 men with weapons in their hands, and the guy talking to them, looking at us, and pointing towards us, and started following us. But after a while, they stopped. It was one of the scariest moments of my life.
You cannot like. Okay.
Thank God we reached home safely, but I couldn't stop thinking that what if my uncle had agreed and my mom hadn't stopped him? And what if we had stopped even for a single moment when they followed us? Would I have lived to tell this story?
I'm currently 36, but this
I'm gonna lie. I didn't choose good video to react to. First video was. First story was alright. That story was kind of like that's kind of regular thing. It's not a story like you can tell. But that's kind of like regular thing that happens like to everyone. Like that's not like special thing that happened to you. Or that's not like scary thing that happened to you. Or it's not scary. I don't know. Let's see if they can come back with the second one. Let's see.
this happened when I was 18. I was a high school graduate.
That's 1 out of 10. That's just like if I told you like okay, if I told you I'm going to 7-Eleven and I see somebody follow me, I juked his ass, 1 2 step. You feel me? And I lost his ass and I spent him safe. And I wish he was never followed me. What kind of story is that? Like I don't understand. What kind of story is that? That shit was ass. I keep it above. I'm just keeping it above. That was like 1 out of 10. That should be 1 out of 5. but that shit was like -1. I'm just keeping it a bug. Let's see if the second one they can come back with the second one.
I was working at a job. Not a big job, but a minor job. I obviously didn't
Minor McDonald's, I got you.
want to work at McDonald's. The only job that was less crappy was at Costco. So I decided
I should apply in Costco. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go Costco
to go work there. I was
for sure.
interviewed by the manager, and before I knew it, I got the job. My position was a cashier. My first 2 weeks were great. But that was when I met James. James was 63 years old. He
Okay.
said he'd served his time in the military and was in the Korean War. He seemed like a nice guy at first,
Yeah.
until he started to smell like garbage most days. When the store reached its
But that's kind of regular. Like people don't take care of themselves. People don't shower. People just be lazy. And when you get older, yeah, you get more lazier because your muscles and everything is just like, you feel me? Because you're getting old, so it's not gonna be like, you feel me. So, but I feel like everybody's lazy. So the one day you're gonna smell bad, next day you're gonna smell good. I mean, look, that's not like that weird. So we're gonna continue.
10-year anniversary, we all went to James's house. The moment we entered James's house, it smelled like shit. When it was time to eat, James came out with what looked like tomato soup, judging by the
Tomato soup. I probably would say like, James, I don't like tomato soup, so y'all can eat with me. With all respect, I don't like tomato soup. If you don't like tomato soup, that's normal. I don't like tomato juice, tomato like, you feel me? I eat tomato, but like I don't like tomato like juice or anything like that. So, or soup, include spoon soup, but like soup. But tomato. I don't like tomato soup. But again, bro, if people are lazy, the house is gonna be dirty and then it's gonna smell a little bit. So let's get it. Hold
color.
up.
But when we ate it, it tasted funny. After the party, while I was driving home, I felt like I was going to sleep. I don't remember much, but the next morning I woke up in a hospital bed.
I'll just keep it a buck with you, bro. Listen, if you don't bond with the person, if you don't like fuck with the person, if you don't know each other for like a couple more months, don't go to his house and don't like eat anything he gives you. Like, bro, like, why is you doing that? You don't even know that person, and you just ate whatever he just like gives you. You didn't even ask what's in it. You just see, okay, it's tomato soup. Let me dig in that bitch. That's weird, bro. That's not weird. That's that kind of like, that's stupid to do.
My mom was crying, and my dad shook his head and was nodding side to side. Then a doctor came into my room saying that I crashed into a pole. I suffered a broken arm. Then I remembered James's soup. I told the doctor to call the cops. When they arrived, I gave them my statement. To my knowledge,
Okay,
they went to James's house and found him eating the arm of a human.
okay. You have to be like, this is not no supernatural shit. Like, eating an arm of a human, like, there's something wrong with your brain, or you like a psychopath or something like that. But eating an arm of a human, that's not normal. Let's keep it a buck. Like there's multiple things you can eat, like eating arm of a of the human, like in a person, like it's crazy. Like is you good? Like, you feel me? Like you need to go check. I'm skipping a buck.
He was arrested on the spot. As it turns out, he was a serious murderer. He was sentenced to life in prison. To this day,
Okay,
I think back to when I considered him a coworker.
I'm like, my boy, yo. I mean, the second was better than the. Okay, this is child. You can go check it out. Listen, bro. I mean, the first two stories was kind of cool. It was not as the first one was kind of like, I don't know, I don't kind of like the first one, but you came back with the second one clutch. I mean, if it's a true story is like it's not gonna be that crazy. You feel me? So I think like the second one, taking up with the second one again, it was kind of like it was losing me, but y'all got me with the second one. Second was decent. It was good, and this is his channel and everything. Y'all can go check it out. This video dropped 3 days ago, so yeah, we're gonna. I think I'm gonna react to 2 more videos because like it's only 10 minutes. I mean, this was search because get the animations. This is 3 order band. This is really order band. It's not true, so we're gonna.
At UC San Diego.
And it's new too, so we're gonna react to this. I'm just gonna react to one. Okay, so there's 3. He got 3. So we're gonna only react to one. So I'm gonna name this 4. So it is scary. I'm gonna name this like 4. Or we're gonna. They got it's 3. It's 3 spooky scary videos. We're gonna react on only one. So. Story one. We're only gonna react to the story one.
To Japan
His shit is always his things are always a banger. So let's get.
to work as a nurse in a post-surgical unit. Patients come from hundreds of miles away to get their operations here. The surgeons are known to be the best. But
For
what
sure.
we don't tell the patients, what we're not supposed to tell them, is that this one is haunted. There have been more than
Why you don't tell patient? I understand you don't tell patient. You don't tell patient that it's haunted because nobody's gonna come there. But we're gonna continue.
a few events that have raised the hair on the back of my neck,
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
and some have sent me into hysterical screaming fits. There was that time a few months ago when a patient told me she saw a woman wearing a red kimono stand beside her bed and watch her all night. The patient didn't see her face, as her black hair covered it.
Really? Where did you see her? There. She was standing right there.
The patient pointed at the curtains with a fearful face. I pulled back the curtains and showed her myself. All of the other beds were empty, and there was no visitors or staff in the room with her. As if that wasn't disturbing enough, a few weeks later, a different patient said the same thing, when she had been left alone in the same room.
Did you see her face? Oh, no, but I saw something else.
The patient was trembling like a timid rabbit.
What did you see? Her head was touching the ceiling. Her neck stretched up so high, almost like a snake.
Okay, I'll keep it above with you. Like, why you're not telling me? Why you're not telling people like this is haunted? Like, why you taking people through this shit? Like, you're just say it's haunted and that's it. Who wants to come, they can come.
Now,
Who doesn't, he doesn't.
that made my skin crawl a bit. I looked at the watch. It was 2:30 in the morning, and I was already tired from pulling a night shift back to back
Who gives a
in a
fuck?
row.
Like,
I gave the patient some medicines
who gives a fuck, bro? Take that patient out of there. I'm skipping back.
to help her sleep. Once she fell asleep, I decided to stay awake in that ward. The ward has 6 beds, and only one of them has a patient. Rests were neatly made, white beds waiting for their temporary owner. I picked up a magazine and sat on a chair. After 15 minutes, I could barely keep my eyes open. I knew it was against hospital rules, but I still laid down on the corner-side bed. It was honestly a quick and much-needed nap. I don't recall the time when I heard running
You see that shit?
footsteps on the wooden floor. I got up thinking someone has come, but found no one. The ward was empty like before. The one patient was now snoring.
Hello? Is anyone here?
My senses sharpened once I heard a woman's chuckling voice. The door was closed like I had left it a few moments back. This
Sure.
proves that the chuckle took place inside this room.
Mrs. Tanaka? Are you sleepwalking again?
I couldn't turn on the lights as it'll wake up the ailing patient. The night lamp wasn't enough, so I switched on the flashlight on my phone.
Wait, that was in the movie show. That was in real life.
I saw a woman dressed in a red kimono standing right.
Was that in real life or that was in the video? The real in the video. No, that was in the
Beside the
video.
door. She was far from me, so I couldn't see her face. But one thing I could tell was that she was staring at me with an ear-to-ear smile.
Oh heck, no, bro.
Oh, God!
A sudden call from my mom almost gave me a heart attack.
Hi, Mom. Why are you still awake? Coco, are you alright? I'm perfectly fine, but why are you asking me this in the middle of the night? I had a very bad dream. Where are you? I'm at the hospital, Mom. Where else would I be? It's my night shift. Again. Did you say night shift? Yeah, why? I just saw you dozing off at your night shift and you were being watched by this strange woman. She wore this red kimono and was...
Before my mom could finish her sentence, the call got disconnected. The phone dropped off from my shivering hand.
Okay, wait.
Hands. With
I wanna react to this story one. After this story one, I'm gonna end it, bro.
the slow, erratic heartbeat, I turned around where I saw the creepy woman a few seconds back, but she was gone.
Hello? What do you want?
My eyes searched the entire room, but the woman was nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, my phone lit up once again. It was again my mom calling. I crouched down to pick up my phone, and accidentally my eyes went towards the patient's bed. I could see a pair of red feet peeking under a red kimono. I jumped and looked above the bed. There was no one.
What? Is this a nightmare?
By now, I have started to lose my mind. I just saw a woman's feet under the bed, but when I looked up, there was no one standing beside the patient's bed. I crouched down once again, and now again, I saw those bare feet. The nails on the big toes were missing, revealing the red, puffy flesh underneath. I froze in that position. I was
Nasty.
scared to look up when suddenly the feet started rotating to the back. A loud, horrifying sound of bones breaking took place with each movement of them. My voice died down in my throat. I knew what the patients kept saying about this ward is true, and I might not probably make it out of this room alive tonight. Just when I was on the verge of crying, the woman's neck dropped and her head
That shit got me, I'm not gonna lie.
Her head started to roll down on the floor. Like a snake, her long neck stretched to inhuman lengths and started coming at me.
Neural like having hands, what the fuck?
Help!
I got up and started running towards the opposite side. I aimed for the door, but before I could get out, I tripped and fell. I laid on my back, knowing the laughter has come from a close distance. I didn't want to turn around, but I knew I have to. My head slowly arched back to catch a glimpse, and the woman's head was touching the ceiling. Her mouth
Okay, bro, this
was open, and blood was dripping from it. Her swirled, twisted neck moved side to side like a bobbing spring. I don't remember when I fainted. I naturally left that job at the hospital after my parents picked me up from the hospital. I was down with a fever. My grandma says Japanese people believe in this urban legend, which goes by the name Rokurokubi. They are said to be vengeful spirits roaming around at night. They love drinking their victims' blood, which made sense for her bleeding mouth. I don't know why she
Heck no.
let me go or any other patient who stayed in that ward. There's still no news of her hurting anyone, but I
Ugh.
guess she gets bored alone, hence decides to play with people for her entertainment. Whatever the reason may be, I'm never going near that hospital ever again.
Story. That's end of the story. Well, I'm gonna end it right here, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm gonna end it right here. That story was kind of like it's good. It was not true, but that story was kind of decent. I'm not gonna lie. It got me like a couple jump scares. I'm gonna end it right here, y'all. I have to go. It's nighttime. I gotta catch a sleep. I'm tired. I hope y'all enjoyed, bro. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch y'all later, y'all. I hope everybody have a good one and peace.